From the Cheno River Valley, where Hannibal led his great elephants, to the castle that has stood for over 1,200 years, the tiny community of Bardi has seen the winds of war. Even today, children playfully battle each other inside the castle walls. Mankind has always been at war, but the stories you never hear are like this one, which captures the hearts of two nations. At a special commemorative service in Bardi, people young and old, Italians and Canadians, joined to remember Hedley Fitch, Colin Wheatley, and their fallen companions. Respect and compassion rise above the echoes of war, in a world where these lessons must never be forgotten.
This memory now will be with me until I die, you know. These pictures will be with me until I die.
In memory, a special plaque was presented to the town of Bardi.
Flight Lieutenant Wheatley, the Canadian government, and the Canadian Air Force, I would like to sincerely thank the citizens of Bardi for their acts of kindness. In closing, I would also like to remind us again of the great sacrifice made by these two airmen and thousands of other soldiers, sailors, and airmen. We honor their memory.
It's an occasion which brings back, of course, many memories, and which reminds people who don't, of course, don't share those memories, that 60 years ago the world was a very different place. And I've also noticed that quite a few people living here in Bardi, especially the younger people, and in fact even people of my generation, really don't have no awareness, or very little awareness of what took place at that time.
To bring back to life a story which, for a long time, we didn't really know what had happened. It was a beautiful occasion to bring this to light.
This will be a day to remember, because it has exceeded all my expectations. I didn't expect to have this kind of attendance today, and I was touched by what everyone said. They all spoke from the heart.
The ceremony also touched the hearts of young people from Canada. The Normandy Foundation study tour, through the sponsorship of Veterans Affairs Canada, brought together a group of Canadian university students. They visited the battlefields and learned firsthand the sacrifices made by Canadian servicemen in World War II. Seeing the battlefields up close and being part of the ceremony in Bardi brought the reality of war and the importance of freedom to the eyes of these young people.
The Italian campaign, as we've understood it since we've been here, hasn't been as highlighted as, you know, some of the other battles. So, you know, there's a lot more information that I can now take to other people to show them how important it was and how, you know, how many veterans were fought here and, like, you know, fought for our country and other countries, and it was really nice.
I think the ceremony was outstanding. To do something like this as an act of remembrance is, you know, I don't think you can have enough of them. It's the people of Bardi were very pleased to see us, and I think it was a very nice, well-done ceremony.
In Ottawa, the Fitch and Chiappa families meet for the first time. In the office of Senator Concilio de Nino, Hedley Fitch III reminisces about the father he never knew.
Growing up, I was always proud of having a dad who gave his life for us and for his country and fighting for a cause he believed in. I want to thank Adriano Chiappa for his incredible devotion to this quest of 60 years. I salute you and thank you for your sentimentality and your vision, because although we are now all Canadians, the evils of war remain with us. But because of gestures like yours, the dignity and fellowship of man will prevail.
I don't know. It seems to me an incredible thing, because I said to myself, these young men who lost their lives in our little hamlet, and we came here to the same place where they grew up, to live our lives. It affected me deeply.
The sun always rises on the blue mountainside. Fallen heroes cast there in time. Near the old town of Bardi, on a hill in the night. Look ahead, see what you find. Bells of the church tower, ring out your song. Honor the airmen who tried. Shadows fall hard till it rings out the names of those honest men who have died. And now we are standing here, captives of time, with those who have lived through the war. The lessons they learn now are lessons they teach to the young ones to learn evermore. We can build a bridge between our nations. Somewhere we found who we are. We can build a bridge between our nations, where the castles lay under the stars. Bells of the church tower, ring out your song. Honor the airmen who tried. Shadows fall hard till it rings out the names of those honest men who have died. Shadows fall hard till it rings out the names of those honest men who have died. Of those honest men